Hey guys, this is part 48 of my video story, where we're still plodding through this incredibly long week. Slow progress, but obviously, yeah, it has to be done. The last stage was the Tour of Slovenia second stage, which was won by Gombok. So now we have the second stage of the Route du Sud. Zoltan won the first stage and is in the lead. So I mean, pretty much more of the same today would be nice. It's again completely flat. If it ever loads, seems to be getting rather slow now as we progress through the season. There we go. Yeah, completely flat. Quite a bit shorter than the first stage as well. There's a slight uphill bit near the end, but I mean, it's still flat. So nothing else much to say really. Don't think we'll put anyone in the breakaway today. Say 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. Save it for tomorrow. I've said Fisher was going to go in the break. I think that's still the plan. You know, Fisher's a decent rider to have in the break on a mountain stage. So yeah, today we'll just keep it simple. Hopefully other teams, the sprinter teams, will be willing to do the work, because we don't really have any riders to work on the front other than Deeperveen. So it could be a long day for him. But yeah, come back for the final sprint. Right, we just got 5 kilometers to go here. Breakaway of 3. Hudacek, Torres and Vuillermoz are just up the road. Got Deeperveen leading Natanga, Bauer and Zoltan here. Bauer's +2 again. He was +2 yesterday, so he really is Mr. Consistency, isn't he? May have gone a little bit too early here, but that's okay, because the acceleration thing anyway means you might as well start sprinting with your lead out man a bit earlier. Get out of the way, Sander. Look at that. You see, completely blocked him for no reason. Who the hell's this? What on earth is he doing? Look at the size of him. It's a house riding a bike. Bauer's going to get angry in a minute though, if he doesn't get out of the way. You don't want to make Bauer angry. Here he goes. Oh, there's a big split. Finetto and Serov with us. Although Finetto can't even stay with Bauer's pace. Wait, yeah, look at this. Bauer's done the job here. He's made everyone. He's killed everyone. So yeah, nothing particularly special's happened today, but Zoltan, surprise, surprise, gets another win. Not really a lot you can say about this. It's kind of running out of ways to explain Zoltan winning. It's far too easy here. Just disappointing start list really. But everyone will get the same time. Obviously, it's too small a peloton for anyone to be dropped. So I come back on the results screen. Well, this is getting a bit repetitive now. The World Tour bug has really damaged this as a competitive season, but you know, got to stick it out to the end. Again, nobody really got any sort of lead out going. I really do think there's some sort of issue with this patch. Nobody else has noticed anything, so I don't know, but for me it just seems that nobody now arranges any sort of sprint at the end. They just sit in the peloton and wait for somebody else to do the lead out, but then when you do the lead out, only a couple follow. So it's quite strange. Obviously the fact that there's not many sprinters here as well doesn't help, but where was Duque today? Duque was nowhere. Andriato was 46th again. Duque was 40th. Quite a few other sprinters that are just nowhere. It's really, really weird. So, yeah, Zoltan takes a 20-second lead into the mountain stage, but obviously he can't climb. Neither can Bauer. I don't think Finetto can climb mountains either. So, it's everyone's, pretty much on the same time. heading into the key mountain stage. So next up is the time trial in the Tour de Beauce, or Tour de Saint Louis, whichever one you want. Doesn't really matter. We are leading this race by 26 seconds, but there's no way Rodriguez is hanging on to that advantage. Craddock should go quite a way ahead of him here, which is a shame, but oh well. Our best chance of winning today will be Van der Velde. He is top form at the moment, and with nationality bonus, he's a good time trialist, so got a very good chance of doing something. The rest of our guys aren't great, as we've seen before in these American races. So yeah, wouldn't expect too much more. What I'll do is probably come back just at the end, to be honest. Get through this quite quickly. I could watch Van der Velde, but I'll just come back at the end when Rodriguez is out there and see just how badly Craddock smashes us today. Right, we've got the last three riders coming across the line now. At the moment, Tom Zerbel is in the lead. He beat Nick Van der Velde by 12 seconds. But what can Lawson Craddock do? He goes 6th at 36. He's overtaken Da Silva, obviously. That's not that hard. Da Silva will be pretty close to last. Rodriguez +5 on the day. Could have gone a little bit quicker with him, but he goes 20th at 53, which is 23 seconds down on Craddock. So he could still be in the lead, actually. He'd be pretty close. So I'll come back on the results screen and we'll find out. Right, I realised I had a complete maths fail there. I said 23 seconds, it was quite clearly 17. So I don't know how I got to that, but there you go. Zerbel won it then by 13 seconds. Pretty comfortable over Van der Velde. Dylan Van Baal of Rabobank was third, and then a big gap back to the rest. Definitely different categories here between the very good and the average. Jimmy Sorensen, Popkov, Craddock. Actually, that's pretty disappointing, I think, to be honest. Someone that's that good at time trialing, he's way down. Ryan Mullen, Creed, Lovelock Fay, and Jacques Maines all in the top 10. But as you can see, it's from 7th down, it's incredibly close. Just the top few are a lot better. Rodriguez, they did very well, same time as Mancebo, to keep the lead of the race. And the rest of our guys all over the place. Gibson 56th, that's a very good time for him. Bennett 72nd, Smith 83rd, Cassidy 112th, and then Bashir 166th. Da Silva last. Tom Moses beat him by 1 second. What a shame. Da Silva goes from 2nd to 14th in 1:19km time trial. So the GC, Rodriguez has it by 9 seconds. Wow. It's going to be close though. Got to pay attention for the last two stages. Goltz moves into a podium place with Mancebo 6 seconds behind him. Sevilla lost quite a bit of time today. Gibson has moved up to 6th. What the hell? Chris Opie's still up there in 7th, then Harger, Zerbel, and Klimiankov in the top 10. Bennett just outside. Da Silva all the way down to 14th. Not great for him. Climbers jersey hasn't changed, of course. Don't know why I'm bothering. It's Cassidy. Points jersey will have changed a bit, but the leader will still be Opie. Hansen's the only one really near him. Craddock's got 10 points. Picked up 10 points today. Then Gibson, Hashir, Van der Velde, Rodriguez, and Zerbel. So that's still up for grabs, that one. And the best young rider, obviously Rodriguez, Craddock. No real change. Gibson's in 3rd, with Chad Harger right behind him. Best team is us by 5 minutes. So yeah, not quite the stage win. Good effort from Van der Velde, but Tom Zerbel is very, very good at this level. So second's pretty good, but most importantly, Ryan Rodriguez somehow managed to hold off Craddock. What a great time to have a +5, Ryan. Superb. Here we go then. The big day in the mountains in the Tour of Slovenia and the Route du Sud. First of all, Slovenia, 222 kilometers. Very, very long. And this is a big climb. A very, very big climb. But obviously the main action will happen here. Whether anyone will try and thin the peloton out over this climb, I don't know. I don't think we will. As I've said, we don't really have too much here in terms of climbers. Could use one of our non-climbers to pace, but we haven't really got anyone to break the peloton up. So we'll see what happens over that one. and then it's all about this one here. Difficult to know who's going to be the strongest today. Bakili should be. Sorry, not Bakili, wrong race I'm thinking of. We've got Meek and Schroeder. Meek's slightly better climber and is slightly fitter. Mujic as well can climb, so it's between those three. The others, St. Ledger can climb as well, of course. So we've got 4 climbers and 3 non-climbers. We'll have to see how it goes, really. Daily form will be very important, but at the start I think Meek's definitely going to be the leader at the start, and then if we have to change it, we'll change it. Maybe try and put someone in the breakaway. Gombok maybe, I don't really know whether they'd let him. Maybe Heikkinen as well, but he's a truly dreadful climber, so we'll see. Who knows? It's going to be a very hard day actually, this one. Even though we are the strongest team, it's still going to be very, very hard because we don't have. We're kind of split. Even though there's only 7 riders, we've got half a team concentrating on the sprints and half on the climbs. So we don't have a mountain train here. It's going to be very, very difficult to control. We're into the final few kilometers of this climb on a day that's been incredibly hard due to high temperatures and high winds. It looks like Locatelli, who went in the breakaway, well, he attacked on this first climb, is going to win the stage, and then Duarte and Pardilla are going to finish 2nd and 3rd. I mean, they're just too good for our guys, unfortunately. I mean, the start list here is much stronger, of course, than Route du Sud. Meek's in a group here with Mujic, Pirazzi, Sella, Atapuma, and Duran, which is a decent group to be in. I mean, there's such a strong start list here in terms of climbers. Schroeder's just behind with a couple of guys from the breakaway. St. Ledger was of no use today, he was -5, unfortunately. Meek now is dead. He's not even able to go much faster than these guys. I mean, Mujic has got nothing left anyway, so he's run out of yellow bar. Oh, missed the win. Locatelli win then, and he'll win this race because of that. Stupidly strong breakaway, bearing in mind the winds. The breakaway was able to go quicker than MTN, who had 6 riders on the front of the peloton. Pardilla 2nd, Duarte 3rd. Meek can't sprint, he's got nothing left, so it's a case of riding across. Atapuma 4th. Then it'll be Pirazzi, Cheshlik, Duran, Sella, Meek, and Mujic. We have been well and truly outclassed here, which, you know, is fair enough. You can't win all the races. But yeah, that's very, very. Look at that. This looks like something like one of the big Italian races, like Trentino or something. That is very, very impressive start list. So I'll come back on the result screen. The rest of our guys are all in here. So come back on the result screen. So we've been taught a lesson today. The main problem we had, obviously, is that we expected there to be better riders in the Route du Sud than in the Tour of Slovenia, but this game being brilliantly weird as it always is, you get some of the best climbers in the Pro Continental Tour here rather than at the Route du Sud, which makes absolutely no sense at all. Although I get why, you know, Bardiani would send their riders here. They're not even doing the Route du Sud. But, you know, Colombia probably should have sent one of Duarte or Atapuma, really, shouldn't they, to the other race? Yeah, I mean, if I'd known the strength of the climbers here, I would have brought Bakili here rather than the other one, but there you go. There's very, very big gaps, 34.5 minutes back to the last guy. GC then, Locatelli has won this, Pardilla 2nd, Duarte 3rd. The last stage, it's only very short, there is a little climb in it, but nothing's going to happen really apart from a nailed on sprint. Atapuma, Pirazzi, Duran, Sella, and Mujic will get a good solid 8th. And Meek will just about count on for a top 10. And Schroeder 11th. Not too bad, but we've been schooled. Climbers jerseys with Valencia, level on points with Locatelli. There's one climb tomorrow. It'll be interesting to see if Valencia goes for that. Locatelli obviously won't be able to. Pavlin is the only other one. Although at 8 points, I think it's 6 points, isn't it, for a third cat? So I don't think he can win it. Points jersey is with. I've still got that. should be able to hang on to it tomorrow as well, because none of these guys are sprinters. Although Gombach, of course, if he wins, gets 25 points. But either way, we should be able to win the points jersey. And the best young rider is Locatelli, head of Atapuma, Mujagic and Meek. For the first time in a long time, we won't win the team ranking. Bardiani Valvole beat Colombia by 34 seconds. So solid third there, ahead of Androni and F Apple. The rest of the guys didn't bother turning up. So yeah, on to the next one. So to finish this video off, we have the third stage of the Route du Sud. Again, mountains. This one is very different though. It doesn't finish at the top of one, but there's 5 before the end, so it's going to be very, very difficult. Hopefully we stay away from the wind here and cause less problems. But it should end in some sort of sprint. If it's a solo, it'll be an amazing attack off the top of that climb. But maybe if there's an amazing descender, might be able to hold them off. I don't know if we've got an amazing descender. Obviously here we have got Bakili, Kumano, Douglas. Hopefully Natanga can stay up there for as long as possible. Fisher aiming to get him in the breakaway. And then from there we'll see how we go. If it does come down to a sprint, if Natanga can just hang in the front group somehow, there's no one going to be in there quicker than him. But if not, then we'll see what we can do with one of the others. So I'll come back near the end. Let's see how we. We are into the last 7 kilometers here on an incredible stage. Just by looking at the green bars on the left, you'll realise how hard this day has been. Just constant climbing. We've got a group of 4 left: Kumano, Bakili, Navarro, and Douglas. Douglas has done his job for the day, but I guess he can kind of hang on. I mean, he's actually got enough left to be able to help these guys. I don't think Deepavine's actually over the final climb yet. Oh, he is. He's on the descent now. I think there's going to be some problems for Deepavine and Bauer to make the time limit today. So yeah, it's pretty hard. I mean, Navarro's gone with us. I think Navarro's pretty comfortable actually, but he's only 58 sprint, so we'll see. Langen of Bretagne is trying to get across, as are Gautier and Jean Debos, but it's not going to happen. And then there's another group of 6 here who aren't riding, they're just kind of cruising along. We've got Lavale, Limavelle, Natanga, Fayou, Poriol and Hardy. So they've all got teammates up the road, so they're all deciding to just, I'm not working, which is brilliant. So let's see what we can do here. Bakili 62 sprint, Navarro 58, so who knows. Navarro's not really had to do anything because of our work, so that's the main problem, that not really done anything. Right, go on, David, go on. Douglas is just dropping straight into Navarro's path. Navarro's having to come a long way now. He's never catching back up there, surely. Is it going to be an African 1-2? Oh, Navarro's gone. Douglas has actually got us the win by blocking him. It's good. It's beautiful. It's a great moment. They both celebrate. They celebrate together. It's a great moment. Ethiopia and Kenya working in perfect harmony. Navarro takes third, Douglas will get 4th, Langen will get 5th, which is a great ride for him, and then Jean Debos 6th, Gautier 7th, and then these guys will battle for 10th. But I'll come back on the results screen. That was a lot better than Slovenia, wasn't it? So the front group of 3 all got the same time, which means obviously these bonus seconds that's decided this race, unless something happens tomorrow, which I doubt. Well, there are a few climbs actually, but it should be a sprint. So Bakili, Kumano, Navarro, Douglas lost a few seconds there at the end, but did his job brilliantly. Then a group of 3 at 2 minutes 6, and then the rest were nearly 6 minutes down. Charteau and Pantano at 8.5, and then the Gruppetto at 19 minutes. Only 15 guys in the race. Zoltan coming in there. Fisher, who didn't go in the breakaway in the end. He couldn't. We needed him to control the amount of riders that were trying to get up the road. Silly. particularly Cofidis, were being really annoying. They just kept the road, which clearly can't happen. Bow made it fine, 21 minutes. Deepavine was 25.5. Actually, everyone was fine. Generous time limit. So GC gaps have slightly opened up now. I mean, the gaps are so big, you could even argue Natanga is no longer dangerous. You could let him go in the breakaway tomorrow. Certainly the top 15. I mean, anyone outside the top 15 can go in the breakaway tomorrow, absolutely fine. We'll try and get someone in there. See what happens. Climbers jersey is with Zakharin. He attacked over the first few climbs before we reeled him back in and he got dropped. Kumano, Bakili also up there, but I'm fairly sure Zakharin's going to win that. Points jersey is with Zoltan still. It's the 2-stage wins. Ahead of Bauer and then Natanga and Bakili. Western rider Kumano ahead of Douglas, and Vegard Stekelangen is third. What a man. Team, we're leading by 11 minutes. Not too bad. Only two teams within 20, nearly 29 minutes of us. Although Europe car 4th in the team rankings when they've only got 3 riders here is quite impressive. So anyway, that's it for this video. Got those mountains out of the way. Obviously the next video will be the 5th stage of Tour de Beauce, got there in the end, and then hopefully we'll try and wrap up all 3 of these stage races as well in the next video, and then we'll be on to the national championships. So yeah, that's it for now. So join me next time, and thanks for watching.